All right, this is going to be my first purely offline recorded capturing of a Friendlies 10-man lobby in the game of Valorant. What we did for this lobby is we just kind of removed all sense of schoolyard pick or anything like that. There's no predetermined teams. We just got all the 10 player names, put it into a hat, randomly draw them, and here we have the two teams on split. We'll have the Goblins on defending side first, the Dragons on attacking side first. And we'll see. This could be a complete stomp. It could be a super close game. We have no idea going into it due to the fact that I haven't seen some of these players play at all yet in this new game. I've seen all these people play in stuff like Destiny, CSGO, things like that. But in the new game, Valorant, still in the closed beta, have not yet caught any of this action for some of these members of the 10-man friendly lobby. These players are just going to pick up their characters as they see fit. This is post-patch, post-nerf of Raze and Sage. What happened on that nerf is actually Raze now only gets one grenade total, starts with a grenade, and if you use a grenade, you get back if you get 2 kills post-grenade usage, which takes her more in line with the other duelists, Jett and Phoenix, who also get their utility that they automatically get returned after 2 kills, whereas pretty much every other character gets their utility back after a 30-second cooldown or some other form of a cooldown timer. Dragons on attack now on split. We're going to see what they do here. With Raze as well, they also increase the audio for her abilities to make it easier for people to know if those are coming. Sage nerfs. Her slow field now works when you're higher above the field, so bunny hopping over or Jett dashing doesn't really work. Jett gliding, I should say. Her dash should still be able to take her out of it. But also, the slow field doesn't make any audio sounds whenever you're walking over it. Orion getting flashed immediately and getting a Raze grenade spammed his way down to 43 HP as the Dragons are being very aggressive through mid lane. They're going to push right into Orion and just gets destroyed by Wendler, who then apes through to the other members of this team. Chondii leading up with that Raze. Grenade was already used, and you can see there it has 2 X marks over the grenade E, which is what you need to fill those X marks up. They'll tick up every time you get a kill, essentially. Quick plant by the Dragons. Good rotation out. Admins rotating around. Koba was able to rotate out of that A heaven very nicely. Could only get 1 kill on the Wendler before getting taken down by Roseilient. Fley now rotating on A lane. Nice shots down towards admins before getting taken down by Zurgg. Gets a double kill for himself. Last remaining member of the Goblins. Nice shots by Crusader through A heaven, taking him down. He was looking really healthy at 100 HP, but a headshot plus anything from a ghost at that point. And that was the kill. So that's round 1 going over to the Dragons. Very strong start. They just obliterated the defensive line of the Goblins, just plowing through the middle area here. Something that has changed for the map split that we're playing on, actually, is the ult orb in the middle, right in front of where Crusader is looking right now, down at lower mid area, right outside markets and between markets and sewers. Ult charge was there, but it is no longer there. Recon Bolt finding the meat team of the Dragons. They know they're going to be doing this big push again. Teleportation from Wendler as well, just being very aggressive. Orion not able to get out on time, and the full charge is still underway by the Dragons. They're just clearing out some angles. Crusader has the bomb in hand, playing on the Sage. Gets taken down by Koba, gets juked by that teleportation. Nice flashing move by this player. The first time playing in this Friendlies. I've casted him and a few others. Very skillful player, very creative on the Omen as well. Just spamming through this dark cover, trying just getting kills that players that might be trying to use that for cover, true to the name. Just teleporting past the doorway so he won't be shot out on the crossing. Zurgg, though, not able to teleport on this breach. Getting a nice angle on Chondii, and that is going to be Goblins getting a round win for themselves, tying it up 1-1. This looks like it might be a very competitive game. Though, to be fair, this is still an overall defense-favored map by consideration of the community. So that is why, even though the attacking team had the advantage on economy after winning the first round, They still failed to secure the round 2 victory. Zurgg holding B site. Hasn't been action here yet. That ult charge that was in lower mid that we're talking about at the start of last round has been moved to this garage right on Zurgg's right-hand corner here, which is exactly where the dragons are pushing through. Zurgg hears this commotion very loud. They know they're coming. Zurgg watches the first pass, gets the 2 kills. Fake that 3. Zurgg just slaying this team out with that Singer. Make that a 3rd for himself. Jyair actually picked up another kill earlier on. Now they're going to challenge the last remaining member. Nice shots by the Singer down long range. Not able to finish off the player, but Vandal in hand should be able to do so. Pushing aggressively on this player in market. Roseilient not able to quite escape into the marketplace. Admin's holding a great angle on her retreat. That's going to be round 2 for the Goblins on the board. Zurgg and Jyair holding it down at the B site. Zurgg making such a great decision. Recognize the first person didn't see him. They didn't check the corner. So he just held it, waited for the second to go past him, and then took the opportunity to at least get 2 kills. Didn't want to wait any longer for the first person to get too far away. And because of that, he was able to get 2 kills instantly with that Singer. Jyair, of course, assisting with it. Zurgg making that call out. Jyair rotating from heaven area. Now we have a split from the Dragons. They're placing 2 different angles. Zurgg just barely missing that shot, using a fault line to shoot out the boom bot for free, and then challenge afterwards. Jyair's incendiary blocking off the approach from this Dragons squad. This trio that is now retreating through market. They're going to make a play for mid lane. Koba taking it down Fley on the side. Again, nice pick over there. Ryan and Admin's getting 2 for the Goblins, while Roseilient makes 1 for the side of the Dragons. 2 versus 4 on the field. Rotation through the sewers. Dragons are going to need to win this round. The Goblins looking pretty good for economy. If the Dragons lose this, they're going to be shattered economically for the next 1 to 2 rounds. It's going to be hard for them to get any wins. If the Goblins win this round, it's more than likely we're going to see a 5-1, if not a 6-1 on the scoreline. Koba sees they're rotating in, knows they're coming on the approach here. Nice teleportation into the dark cover. Very creative gameplay. He's going to look behind. No, Roseilient not able to get the shots off perfectly. Was a little bit slow on the flick. And Koba able to survive just barely. Recognizing the person was behind him just in time to go back into the dark cover around that corner as well to block his retreat. And good covering fire by his teammates on top of a ramp there. So that's 3-1 for the Goblins. And look at the scoreline for the Dragons. I believe there might be an observer bug for economy. The creds tend to kind of go all over the place. They don't follow the same patterns as what I would see when I'm playing the game. So I believe there might be an observer error on economy. But the Dragons actually were a lot better off economically than what I believe to see. It might have just been that losing streak bonus, as he did lose 3 rounds in a row. So big bonus happening could be it. Zurgg about to use that rolling thunder, knows that enemy Dragons team is set up at market, decides not to do it. It would be actually a really good call. He knows they're here now. Decides to pop it. Players, one's caught off, the other one missing some shots. Zurgg doing the same thing, but able to take on Fley. Is actually pretty massive. Goes for the flash, but Crusader pushing it very aggressively. Good call on Crusader. Also getting a revive onto Fley, making it a 3 versus 4 on the field. Did you have a Viper's Pit and a run it back available? Nice wall orb usage to be able to get that ultimate point, set themselves up for future rounds. Fley is about to run into Koba on the right corner. Will he check the corner? None of them do. Crusader runs past them and Koba's just waiting for them. Oh no, it's tragic for the members of the Dragons. Crusader was able to make it past. Fley though, winning a fight off to the side, taking down Zurgg. Actually, Zurgg was already down. Take that back. Fley just making plays that garage. He's going to rotate into Koba. He hears them. Koba's ready for it. Now Vandal in hand. Crusader, the last surviving member of the Dragons, will be able to get that plant to get some more money. That's 300 credits for the plant. And that's going to basically pay for some utility. Crusader sees Orion at the last moment. The Guardian is too strong and takes him down long range, unable to get around that corner in time. Not entirely sure where he's looking at the moment, but still the Dragon's struggling so far. But again, as I said before, and keep in mind as this game goes on, this is a defense favored map. Very new game release. We're still in closed beta, and this is the newest map to be released as well. So players who played on alpha did not have access to this until the closed beta released. So time will tell exactly how this map plays out, but the track record so far is very defense favored. So we'll have to see. The Goblins want to get a very substantial round lead moving into the next half. Nice angle from admins. The wall orb used up high. Any player peeking around is going to be about a half-second delay, if not longer, before they're able to really see that sight line up high. It gives a huge advantage for admins up there. Teleportation by Wendler. He's now in Vents. Koba holding the flank. Wendler getting a nice shot on Koba, which is one of the leading players of the Goblins. So huge that he was able to get that. Crusader fighting Zurgg on a rotation as Jyair takes down Roseilient. 2 versus 3 on the board. Dragons, though, no bomb in hand. That's down in the Vents. And Fley's actually going to run into Crusader or admins. Wrong Sage. Running into admins on the ropes was not quite ready for it. Crusader finding the flank on Jyair. Knows admins was near the Vents area. He has to make an approach towards a bomb. These players are skilled enough. They know that.
I have the spike.
Oh, nice headshot. I just held my breath because I knew it was about to come. The shot was about to arrive. It's now down Orion's versus Crusader, who goes ahead and grabs an ult point charge real quick. And is going to maybe make a rotation to get a revive. 20 seconds on the clock, though. He's going to need to play for a plant. Fley was close by, close enough. Sees Orion's go for the plant, though. Crusader makes it happen. Sorry, I'm calling as if I'm on his team. I'm just so into it right now. This match is so hype. So rounds can be very close with this Dragon's round win. That resurrection grab was so clutch. Orion's now in such a dire predicament. Has an op in hand. Doesn't know exactly where the other players are. Goes for the flick, but in motion. Very inaccurate op shot. Goes for the no-scope as well. That's going to be a quadra kill, a 4-piece for Crusader on the round, clutching it up for the Dragons. The flank on Zurgg, the quick pick onto admins, a perfect shot to the head with that Vandal in hand. And the game that revive on Fley before finishing off for an operator for his team. It's exactly what they needed to happen there. Economy is about even across these two teams. And we'll have to see what the Dragons can pull off as they look to be posturing for a B-side push yet again. Teams on this map before today were doing a lot of mid pushes, mid aggression, mid control, but now the ult point is on B garage. It seems that's what a lot more people are going to be playing for. It's garage control. Nobody's going to grab it quite yet. The right back is underway. They know where he's located. Zurgg shot the Phoenix. Didn't wait as patiently as he used to. That gave him away for his Crusader to hit those shots. Orbital strike from Jyair just to block them off and buy some time. Finding Koba on the backside. Koba with an operator in hand was not going to be doing it a lot, so he had to sidearm ready instead. Jyair taking down the enemy operator. Operator is not doing too well in this round. Bomb has not yet been planted. Very odd that it hasn't been. Oh no! It is now impossible for the Dragons to grab the bomb because Wendler was actually on top of that top platform, and they cannot jump up there without having a teleport or an upwind. Or an updraft, I should say, from the jet. Crusader using that wall is actually the doom for the Dragons. And that's going to be a lesson learned. They're going to try to do a jump up. They're not quite able to grab it. He did grab it. He is able to grab the spike. Getting a shot onto Orion. Fley taking down admins. This round is suddenly turning on to the favor of the Dragons. Getting the plant off. Can he get a shot on Jyair? No, he can't. Jyair then turning it around again for his team. Getting a 4-piece. Oh, no. The plan there was Roseilient was going to buy time for Fley and Crusader to go for the head jump to get to that top platform for the spike. They're able to do so. The plan was working, but Crusader going for that bomb plant because the timer was running low. But Jyair pushes that perfect time, takes out Fley instantly, and before Crusader can ready his gun from planting the spike, he gets taken down as well. Jyair coming up massively for the team that round. The 4-piece, 8-2 on the record. That orbital strike buying so much time early in the round as well, and he's already almost to the next orbital strike the very next round. Massive for the Goblins, taking up 5-2. The Dragons now going to have to recover. They still are able to mostly buy up. The econ is definitely bugged for observers to see what they're able to pull off here, as they did take down Orion right away, who is trying to make it happen with that Hunter's Fury ultimate, but couldn't do enough. Jyair trying to stall the approach of the Dragons, gets hit by the Paranoia, but he's going to be able to recover in time. Rotation from most members of the Dragons as he sees Crusader, gets the kills, massive for the team, and now has orbital strike ready. That ultimate is going to come in huge. The only one on the side of the Goblins. Zurgg taking down Fley, followed by Roseilient. Can he get the triple? He can on Chondii before Wendler is able to finally put to rest the Tyrant with an orb operator. I'm not exactly sure what Wendler is going for. Has his back turned. He drops off that dark cover, but didn't appear yet. And therefore, there's no smoke screen to block Jyair's angle. Freest kill of his life, essentially, onto Wendler. Still an orbital strike in hand. And now the breach, Zurgg has the Rolling Thunder. A perfect ultimate to stall off the enemy players from making an approach. Orbital strike able to do the same thing or kill somebody who's looking to plant, something of that sort. Dragons looking to make a play happen in the mid as Koba is set up ready for it. Orion's going to be the first member of the Goblins to run into the enemy Dragon members. Good rotation for the Dragons, though, so far. Got to run into right there. Gets at least one. Koba finishing up the second and holding the line for the team. Showstopper by Chondii. Sees a member, shoots the box. Jyair perfectly in cover. Should have shot the wall behind the box, or perhaps the floor next to Jyair to get the kill. Jyair able to live through that showstopper and finish off the kill afterwards. A little bit of a misstep from Chondii there. The player is the first time we've seen him play in these friendly Tin Mans. Not performing too well. But somebody I know can perform well in shooter games. I used to play with him myself back in Destiny days. Do trials, help with viewers and such. Definitely somebody who can pull off flashy plays. But of course, new to the game. So it looks like he has a few more things to learn. Fley, the surprise of this match as of current. He has dropped 30 bombs plus. Doing so well, so often. Nice hold by Zurgg, taking out the Crusader, just so patient. It's Wendler actually going in with his from the shadows, getting a double onto A Heaven. And that's going to allow them to rotate on, challenging Zurgg long range with that operator. Rolling Thunder comboed with the Orbital Strike. Jyair gets 2 with the Orbital Strike. The Dragons were not able to get out of that spot fast enough. And now Fley on the bomb gets taken down by Koba. Wendler with a triple, trying to get to that operator. Feels that will be the best option for the situation. Not sure I agree. Misses a shot on Jyair. He looked like he had him in his sight, but chose to not take the shot. Perhaps didn't think that it was on sight yet, on target. Goblins running away with an 8-2 on the board. Jyair coming up massive for the team so far. 14-2 KD. Zurgg doing well as well at the 10-6. Koba on the 9-3. Overall, great performance from all members of the Goblins thus far. Orion's the only one negative, but at the same time is the only member of the Goblins that's had to hold this mid-aggression from the Dragons almost every round. Hard to do so. He's going to be seeing them again the first time. It's going to be aggressive play with that run it back from Phoenix, flashing through, trying to make a play happen to be heaven, pushing back the members of the Goblins. Gets taken down. Orion is. Before Admins can take out Crusader, who I believe had an ultimate. Finding the shot onto Fley. The comms weren't there, perhaps. Crusader should have known Admins was in Vince, but Fley seemed like he had no idea. Flick back, checking it as a second thought. A little bit aggressive from Fley, perhaps too aggressive. Only member left, Roseilient in the garage with just a ghost in hand. Has Viper's Pit, but better save it for another round. Admin's getting the triple for the round. 9-2 on the board. And this is going to be half point. Half point. Last round of the half. There you go. That's the way we can say it. Crusader did have that resurrection. That is not a player you want to see die so early on in the match. But as it is a defense favorite map, so often I see defensive teams that start off get a huge lead and then have a tough time closing out the game. The angle from Admin's not going to amount to a whole lot. Dragons being a little indecisive, it seems. They're running around to A now. But perhaps this delayed push is something that can throw off the Goblins enough for the Dragons to make a play. Admin's with his high angle. Oh, he threw away his opportunity by not having his gun ready the moment Crusader peek. Call out to Fley. Comms looking a little bit better than before. Zurgg, though, and Koba getting 2 kills for the team. And now the approach is struggling for the side of the Dragons. Chondii getting out Koba. Gotta use that Viper Pit this round, though. This is the last round of the half. That ultimate is going to go away. I would pop it right now and make a play for the bomb plant. You see Jyair rotating on the flank. Rose, there's no way she's going to know. And she's going to look to probably be trapped by it. Use this Viper Pit away from the bomb location while still making noise. She could use this as a way to rotate towards B, but there's no way to know if one of the members of the Goblins weren't taking the ropes. Leaves the Viper's Pit. I don't know if the Goblins members were close enough to hear that. They're rotating into the Viper's Pit. The members of the Goblins, Rose did the juke. They had no idea that she stuck onto the cap point. Able to get that cap onto A, but leaves herself exposed on the other side of the sign. A little bit reckless positioning. Nice hold by the Goblins. Finishing out the half. Going to be taking the rounds 10-2. And you got to be talking about Jyair here. 15-2 on the KDA. 4 assists as well. Not only is he the lowest deaths in the lobby, highest kills in the lobby, but also the most assists for his team. Chondii being him out in the lobby with 5, only 1 more. That's remarkable. We'll see he's not even the Sage player. Oftentimes, we'll see a Sage with the highest assist because you get credit for assists with healing and the slow orb. Here we see Jyair performing so well. It's a long round going into the half. Something we're going to have to see from the Goblins is a very strong hold. You see 2 of them already set up in mid. Crusader is getting ready to drop that wall instantly. And they're able to get that boom bot over just in time. Using that more of a scouting tool than anything. Fley calling out that the members of the Goblins are now rotating into the garage. He was able to get a kill with his hot hands. Koba just running into it. Not ready for the Molotov, essentially, is the ability to be thrown onto the floor, creating that circle of fire. That is a visual bug. Sometimes on the observer side, it'll show the knife readied instead of the gun. Rose getting pushed by admins. The members of the Dragons are falling so quickly. The shorty in hand, though. He's going to find Zurgg. But Zurgg looks just in time to get the shots off the Wendler. Good awareness by Zurgg. Nice job keeping his head on a swivel. Chondii is trying to hold him off on B Heaven, but this rotation from admins onto A site, they're going to get the plant. Jyair now pushed and then gets a double kill regardless? How does that happen? Fley looks the other way. Doesn't think anybody's in the stairway to heaven there. And Chondii just wasn't quite on the angle to cover him in time. Jyair able to get the kill into Fley and then just flick around and get the kill onto Chondii. This player is a madman. He is performing so well. Nearly unstoppable in this game. Only 2 deaths going into round 14. Are you kidding me? Literally his 2 deaths are on the 2 rounds that the Dragons have won. Essentially, if Jyair doesn't die, they don't lose the round. That's just how it goes. Making a play in the mid. Dropping the sky smoke so effectively. He is certainly a Brimstone main. He's played other things. Gets caught by Crusader on the wall, though. Waiting that entire time to make that peek. Great timing from Crusader. Koba getting a pick onto Chondii. Nice flash timing with that curveball from Fley. Able to take down Zurgg. One of the other leading members of Goblins. I say that as other members have been stepping up effectively. Wendler getting a kill onto Orion. Making it 4 versus 2 for the Goblins. It's exactly what the Dragons need. Dark cover placed by Koba. They're going to make a rotation. Actually, that's from Wendler, I should say. Admin's already made the plant onto A site. Koba is going to be running into Fley through the vents here. Here's him stomping around. He's ready for the shot. Will he get it first? Beautiful hold by Koba there with that stinger in hand. Doesn't reload, though. Admin's taking down Wendler. 1 versus 2. Dragon is rotating on the site when they're grabbing a primary weapon. Going for the defuse. Admin should have heard it. He's going to be able to see him. Gets the shots on the Crusader. Stops the defuse. He's able to get halfway point, though. He's going to stick it. Not able to get the kill, though, Crusader. While Rose is not doing an effective job of keeping him off. Admins, can he get the kill? Doesn't matter. Too late on the bomb. Both members dying, but the round is going to the side of the Goblins. And this is going to be match point. Or I should say map point, because we're playing a best of 3 today, not a best of 1. Game number 1. It's going to be map point for the Goblins. Crusader and Wendler playing pretty well. Fley is picking up a little bit later onto the game, but he has certainly a slow start. Rose and Chondii not having the day that they wanted to have in this match. Jyair finally died, but as I said before, as long as Jyair doesn't die, win the round. He finally died in a round that they won.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Crusader holding mid wall, doesn't quite get the kill before the firing squad from the Goblins were able to take him down. Can Chondii do much holding this wall here? Fley is going to be trying to hold off B-Cap. That ultimate from Wendler gets sent back to A side. He has a long way to run to get back to where the members of the Goblins have been setting up. Zurgg is rotating. Going to be running into Wendler. He hears that rope usage. Knows they're around here. He's giving all these calls. So much information from audio for his team. Finds Wendler. Finds the headshot. Fley doing the same against Koba. 3 versus 3 as Fley is just stepping up right now for his team. Knows these members of the Goblins are up high. Nice kill. Make that 4th for the round. Can Fley do it? Can he get the ace? Can he clutch up for his team of the Dragons? This is round kill would be. Map point. Orion. Fley. Orion making a rotation over the A. Completely aware of the fact that Fley has been popping off this round and holding down B site. It's a great decision by Orion, making a rotation over the opposite end of the map. Get that bomb plant on. So far away, Fley didn't hear the plant start. So he's only just now making the rotation more hastily. Slow walking, knows he has plenty of time to work with. That's going to reveal his location, though. Orion knows where he is. Can Fley get the ace? He can! Fley clutching it up for the Dragons, for his team. Getting the defuse as well. And that's going to give him his ultimate back as well. Fley just used it this round. Has it back for the next round. Ace! And clutch for Fley. Beautiful round by this player who has performed so well so often in these friendlies. Someone I know has access to the alpha, has been popping off game after game. I've seen so many clips from him on Twitter. So I was surprised that he had a little bit of a struggle so far this map. Perhaps it might be his weak map. Hard to say. But right there, he figured out his stride. He figured out how to make plays happen. You might as well rename him to Play, because that's exactly what he's doing. He's here to play. Going to be running into members in market. Gets 2 before sending it back on the run it back. So he has all of the HP to work with here. Loses his shielding though. Rather unfortunate that happened. But is able to get that as a trade-off for 2 members of the Goblins. I'll take that any day if I'm Fley. Looking to make some plays. Sorry, I just had to lavish. Nice curveball, actually. Completely blind these players. Has to make a rotation. The Dark coming in just in time to save Zurgg's life. Sees that teleport from Koba. He did not expect Fley to rotate into the vents. Fley just taking a blind fire shot and destroys Jyair. So unlucky for the side of Jyair. Fley is still popping off. 3 versus 1 right now. Zurgg has Rolling Thunder, but likely will be saving it for this round. They have so many rounds to work with. No reason to expend a resource like that. Taking down Fley, though, might be able to rotate into getting that bomb, but Wendler on the flank, Spectre in hand, taking down Zurgg. Wendler deciding not to upgrade his gun, though. That's a very odd decision, I'd say. Zurgg had a Vandal that Wendler could have picked up. Decides to trade for a Vandal, for Phantom himself. Still, though, he could have picked up that Vandal and dropped it for his teammates. Fley has one in hand right now. Rose not only able to get a Bulldog this round, so I don't think that was the best decision from Wendler. Economically, definitely had the opportunity to upgrade to a Vandal and get off to his team, but it is what it is. Certainly not something that you want to do when you're so dire and desperate for these round wins. Big setup in mid. Crusader on his wall. Here's all this commotion. They might go for a wall play. Koba ready for that wall hold. And Crusader falling to it instantly. Koba, great angle. Just be able to peek that right through that corner. Jyair, a player, has been playing so effectively this whole game. It looks like they're going to make a play for B-site. Incendiary into that corner just to clear it. Perfect usage of an ability such as that. There's no way somebody can hold that corner against them. They would be dead at this point. So he gave him that time to make sure he die. Fley holding on B, though. A soul hold onto B, pushing out the entirety of the Goblins, while Rose was able to get the kill onto Zurgg before Adams takes her down. Chon responding as such. Koba 1 versus 3. Still map point for that defense favor alongside Fley stepping up. Ooh, good rotation by Koba, picking up that Vandal. Nice shrouded step to get to high ground. Fley's going to call it he was low. So going to high ground, if a player on the Dragon side challenges him, then they would not be expecting it. Going for a teleportation into Vince. Chondii is close enough to hear it. Can he get the kill? Not able to do so. 1 versus 1. Koba versus Wendler. They're going to run into each other right now. Koba has no idea where he is. Wendler has a good idea. Right here. This is for the map. Wendler clutching it up for the Dragons. 5-12 on the rounds. It's not over yet, says Wendler. Fley doing so much work as well. These 3 members are performing admirably for the Dragons so far this map. The scoreline stepping up. Jyair having a lot of struggles. He has not gotten a kill for a few rounds now. It's been at least 3 rounds since he's gotten a kill. So definitely a struggle. In those 3 rounds that he didn't get a single kill, they have also lost those rounds as well. So he is definitely a player that they want to find some success with here. Chondii going to be on the first site for these members. The grenade, though, pushing them back. Want to use that blast pack to see the members. Gets the kill onto Zurgg. He tried jumping away in time. Wasn't enough. But Admin's able to get the kill onto Chondii and able to get the resurrection as well. Zurgg has that Rolling Thunder available. Orbital Strike for Jyair. Nice Orbital Strike onto Rose. She is pinned in that corner and she is going to fall. No more Viper's Pit for the Dragons. That would have been a massive ultimate for the team. Gets the kill onto Wendler, one of the top players for the Dragons. Massive pick for Jyair. Fley, though, rolling in. Crusader as well. These are the two members that have been performing so well. Gets hit by the Paranoia, but that was in the run it back. That's okay. Crusader taking out Koba. 2 versus 2 on the field. Admins, Jyair, can they defend? Can they clutch it up for the team for the map? Crusader reviving Chondii. It's going to be 3 versus 2 on the field. Nice blaze to block the angle for Admins, who's able to take out Chondii just in time. Sees Zurgg behind the sign. Fley had to reload. Crusader versus Admins. Sage versus Sage. Crusader clutches it with a triple. Taking down Admins and going to get that defuse. Every round is coming so close. One member alive. Fley, then Wendler, then Crusader. Winning these rounds for the Dragons. It is not over yet. Their dying breaths coming in clutch. And perhaps in this map, they won't be the first to fall. Perhaps they can take down the Goblins on this map point, bring it to overtime, win the 13. Round number 25. Can they do it? But it only takes 1 round for the Goblins to win this map. 1 round to close it out. Go on to map 2. Nice slow orb just to slow the advancement. A little short, actually. So they were able to get an angle from Market. Fley about to see these members in garage. All of them are peeking at the same time. He heard them step. Decides to pull back. Great decision. You don't want to fall this early. Good rotation. Curveball into challenge. Waiting for the timing. Felt right. Taking down the owl drone, though. We know he's here now. Just using that hot hand just to stall out the approach from the Dragons. Or for the Goblins, I should say. Teleportation from Wendler. Able to make it onto site. That wall is buying so much time as well. I believe that's Crusaders. Goblins now making a rotation into B site. Finding Koba. Bucky in hand. Making a rotation through sewers. Full rotation over to A. 2 members just dragging behind from the Goblins just to buy time for that rotation. Chondii, just in case, going to overlook. Here is that grab on the ropes. Making the call. You see Rose making a transition already. Sky Smoke as well. Chondii's got to be making this call, and you see it. Dragons making a rotation quickly over to the side. Crusader going to be running into Koba with the Bucky, waiting for the rotation. Wendler taking him down, though. Chondii getting a kill on Admins. 3-3. Time is so low, and this is going to be another round win for the Dragons. It was too late to plant the bomb. Fley getting 2 kills. Can he take down Zurgg as well? Shooting through the wall. Can't find it, but that's still a massive win for the Dragons. 7-12 now. The time was too low. The rotation was too late in the round. Too much patience on the side of the Goblins. Looks like they're getting a little bit too relaxed in these rounds. That Bucky did a lot of work, but the re-peek from Koba, maybe not the best thing to do when peeking a long range like that. When they're great shots, Fley holding down B on that quick rotation. And now he's up to 21-18. Almost their kill leader for the game. Nice blaze. If they run through, they're going to take some damage. They run through the dark cover. This is a classic setup for Omens. They're going to use that, try to get into the second smoke. Very commonly done. Nice shots into the garage. Pushing back the members of the Goblins. They don't want to handle it. Peeking now. Sees the ult orb wasn't even grabbed. So now they know there's something up. Something's different. Crusader in mid. There's that break in the wall. Members of the Goblins can push through. Defenses are broken. They have axes in mid lane. They're going to peek the stairway. Rose will have first sight. Rolling Thunder pushing up. Knocking back Rose. Getting a kill, at least 1 for Crusader. Fley, though, on the B cap, knows that they're making a play for the heaven. Has the whole garage. You have no idea if they're all there or not. Nice shots, long range onto Admins. That is their reviver. Orbital Strike, though, push him away. Not too far. Nice shots onto Orion. Can he heal himself in time? Hot hands now. Curveball available. Runs into Koba. All down to Wendler. 1 versus 2. This is exactly the opening the Goblins have been looking for. Taking this grappling hook. Nice peeks by Koba to dodge it. Grabs the spike, drops down instantly.
Cover going out.
Nice trial step. Throwing them off, looking at a different angle. Will Jyair peek? No way to know. He's still low. Jyair getting the clip over the edge when they're falling. And that is going to be map 1 victory for the Goblins. Shoutouts to the Dragons. Bring it back so much when they're on map point every single map. Every single round, I should say, on that map. Fley really stepping up that game on the defense. Making so many kills happen. Big picks. That ace was magical. Crusader, Wendler each having a clutch themselves. Chondii started getting some kills. But I would like to see better Viper Pit usage from Rose. And maybe some more Blast Pack usage for Chondii.
Wendler was host originally, so I don't know how it goes off my pick.
I wasn't. It was crew, but when you grab it,
I was pulled into the general discussion for some reason before I could finish off my discussion here. But Jyair, he was slowing on down a lot when they were on attack, but he started picking up and made the clutch happen at the end. Got the final kill, a 3-piece for the final round to close it off for the Goblins. And we're going to see what's going on here. Players are resetting. And we'll see what's going to happen into the next map.